Hi guys, it's me, Kylie. So I just have a quick video for you today. I'm sure what am I doing here? My channel's basically dead, right? So it's been a while. I just want to give you an update, kind of where I'm at. So I'm sure many of you you're here because of BookTube. A few of you are here because of other videos that I've experimented with. And I don't have any direction for you yet, just to make that very clear, but I wanted to give you an update about what's been going on with my life and kind of like some ideas that I've had. So where I left you last, I got a new job in November, so very late October, early November. That was in a call center. So I guess I'll start with that, and that's kind of where the death of my channel happened, was I did get that job, and it was very difficult. So where I was at before, I was at a place that did closed captioning for hard of hearing people, and that was technically a call center, but not like a real call center, not the type where like people would call in and you'd speak to me kind of a call center. So it was very easy. So this second job that I got would technically be my first call center job. My first like legitimate, like what you picture a call center being kind of a job. It was with banking. Now they're a big company, so I don't know if I want to say where I was at, just because there's a lot of things that sketch me out.
No.
But if you'd like me to put together a video about why I am done with call centers after this job, after only 4 months of this job, I will gladly do that, because I think the word needs to get out. I think it's very important, especially for people who are not call center savvy, to have a good pros and cons list of call center work. So let me know if you'd like to see that. But I ended up leaving that job, and the reason why, it was so freaking busy. Apparently, it's not common, but I got a 10-hour shift. So I was working 4 10s, so 10 hours, 4 days a week. And a lot of people think that that's really great, and it can be really good for some people, but not for me. And I do have specific reasons why, but that's for a different video. Sorry, my son is here today. I just don't have a lot of time, so I'm just kind of filming in my living room with my son. But I did get a new job. I've done 1 week of training so far. I absolutely love it. It's like with a small family-owned company, and it's just great. I love it so far. It's just like standard office work, setting up appointments, stuff like that. I think that's way more up my alley. It's way less stressful. I can't even tell you, but I love it so far, which means I'm gonna have a little more time to film here in the near future. I'm still figuring out my schedule and when I can fit that in. But my channel, because I was so busy, I didn't have time to film, which means I didn't have time to read. So BookTube, dead. Nixon that one right there. I still love reading. I just haven't been able to find the time to read. But I'm starting to read again, very slowly. I don't know if I'll ever come back to BookTube the same way that I did. I'm still playing it by ear, but I do want to continue this channel. I don't want it to just die, forever. I just want it to, at least for the next like maybe year, possibly 2 years, I don't know, we'll see. Definitely for like at least 6 months to a year, it's gonna be more geared towards me and my personal life. So if you're still here, thank you so much. Like, that means so much to me. I can't even tell you, like, just the fact you've stuck around, and I've been uploading mediocre videos for 6 months, and it's just great. I love you all so much. But that's kind of where I'm at with that. Let's see. I've been focusing heavily on my health, and I've kind of opened up about it before, but I've never been in a place where I can actually think about it without emotions. So I do want to talk about that too. So early last year, sorry, I have coffee. Early last year, I got diagnosed with PCOS, and it was just with my family doctor. So I kind of let that sink in, and I didn't do a lot. I tried to go more on walks and stuff, Good job, buddy. You did it. He's playing with Play-Doh. But I tried to go more on walks with my sister. You saw a few vlogs of that, and that was really fun, but we never stuck to it. And that really quickly fell off, especially as it got colder in the fall and it started to get darker at night, the times that I was going on walks without my sister. And that was, it got really hard. I fell out of it real quickly. But then recently, at the beginning of this year, I decided to get a second opinion because, and we're getting into period talk here, but I got a second opinion because my symptoms were getting worse. Yeah, Klaus is on the cat tree. So my periods were getting worse. I felt like my health wasn't really being taken care of. Now I am on medication to help balance some of my hormones. I mean, my hormones are in check, but I'm not feeling better. It's just keeping them from going into dangerous levels. So I've been dealing with that, and I want to be able to fix this. And after all of my research, I've been like reading up on it for like a solid year. I've been asking other people in a similar situation to me what's been going on, and I can't afford to go speak to professionals or anything, so I'm kind of taking this in my own hands, which I know a lot of people may say that's a wrong idea, but I don't know what else to do. I'm bound financially, and I didn't at the time have the time to be able to go make this work, but I've been doing a lot of researching. So this past week, I've been focusing very much on my health, and I started going keto, but not just any keto. I'm going dairy-free, nut-free keto. Nuts because I'm allergic to nuts. I can't have those, period. And I can't change that no matter what. But dairy-free because I've been paying attention to my body as well, and I've noticed days where I would have a lot more dairy than usual. My body the next day just felt like garbage. I felt sluggish and bloated, and come to find out, it is not uncommon for women with PCOS to have a lot of inflammation when they consume dairy. So I want to do keto. That's going to force me to stay low carb, but I'm not doing any dairy. So I've done a lot of changes to my diet. I'm not drinking any milk, no more cheese. I switched from heavy cream to coconut milk for my coffee. It's really crazy, just the changes I've been making. And even so like the last week it was low dairy, because when I have a little bit of dairy it doesn't impact me that much. It's just when I have like a majority of it is dairy, so like a glass of milk or like macaroni and cheese. You got a sticker. Good job, buddy. Just a lot of dairy is when it really impacts me, when it's obvious that there's a lot of dairy in this. But I'm just going dairy free. I'm cutting it all out just because I'm an all or nothing kind of girl. I can't just do a little bit. If you give me an inch, I'll go the full mile. So I just need to cut it all out. It's the only way I'm going to stick to it, because if I were to go low dairy and think, oh, well, a glass of milk once a week isn't bad, and then slowly it would turn into 2, and then, well, cheese isn't that bad, and then, well, I can put heavy cream in my coffee again. It just slips from there. So no dairy, keto-free, or not keto-free, but carb-free. I am going to... Me and my husband, he's doing this with me, but he and I are, we've decided to start with 50 grams of carbs. Typically keto is like 20 grams or less, but every person is slightly different. It's all very low though. So we're starting with like 50 grams or less of carbs. And we haven't figured out an exact carb amount for fat per se, but we're trying to keep it between like 65 and 80% of fat in our diet. We've been tracking it through, well, at least I have been tracking that through, I have Fitbit. I haven't charged my Fitbit in a while, but I'm still using it to log my food and macros. Just while I figure things out and figure out stuff that works for us, different recipes. So we've been doing that, and it's been working really great so far. I haven't seen any weight loss per se, but I've noticed a feeling in my body just on the low dairy, and I don't know how it'll be with the no dairy. I don't feel as bloated. I feel like I have more energy already in just 1 week. And I don't know why I was so scared to try this. It is a lot of work though, and I am dealing with a lot of cravings for carbs and dairy. A lot. And I know I'm gonna have bumps in the roads as I figure this out. But currently I'm sitting at 212 pounds and I want to be down to 150. I think that would be a good spot. I do remember before I was pregnant, that's the weight I was at, and I didn't have really any problems. Obviously, if I can go less than that, that would be ideal, but my absolute, like, I'd be content is 150. And I'm not doing this like to lose weight or anything like that. I am doing it to lose weight, but it's because my doctor said if I don't lose weight, I will end up with diabetes and heart disease. And I don't want that. And that's the harsh reality that I have is my health is at risk, and I want to live long enough to be able to see my son grow up and play with him more and just be with my family and live the life that I knew I deserve. So I'm working on that. As far as YouTube though, I think I didn't touch on this enough. I want to go ahead and try to document what's working for me just as a total beginner, like beginner to pro, and just document what's been working for me. I found one meal so far that really, really works for us. It's so quick and so simple. It probably isn't like the most like whole food friendly, but it is working and I love it. And that's what we chose as our like lunch meal prep for this week. I do love it. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at with YouTube. I want to just kind of focus on my journey with YouTube until I can incorporate some of the things that I used to do back into my life. So once I get back on track with reading, I want to make book videos again. I don't know how I'm going to approach it. I don't think I did it in the right way when I initially started. I was so consumed with the image of what a booktuber is supposed to look like rather than just like talking about what I like. And I did talk about what I liked, but I was doing it in a way where it wasn't me. So I want to focus on that more, just being my most authentic self with my most authentic opinions and all of that.
What's
like
that?
Woo, yellow and green Play-Doh.
Yellow Play-Doh.
Yeah,
Green Play-Doh.
So that's where I'm at with that. I did, however, in the meantime, even though I didn't have time to do sit-down videos, I found myself playing The Sims a lot more. And I did start up my own Sims channel. You know, I've tried to do Sims on this channel before, but I think it just wasn't the right place for that. So I did create a dedicated channel for The Sims. I will leave a link to that below, so if I'm ever missing from here, because it is all by ear at this point, you can always find me on that channel. I'm trying to make it work as best I can, same situation. I do have more time to film on that though. And I love The Sims, and I feel like I can just have a lot more freedom, and I'm talking more directly to an audience that is interested in that. Not that there's nobody interested on this channel. I'm just saying that, you know, it's target audiences for The Sims. So I am there if you ever miss me. I have 2 episodes up on that channel, and I'm probably going to film a 3rd one tonight just because between starting a new job and everything, I just kind of like put that on the back burner again. But now that I'm kind of getting a feel for what my schedule will be and how my day-to-day will look, I'm going to start squeezing in time to make those kinds of things. So let me know if you're interested in seeing keto stuff and learning with me and all of that stuff. Also, if you're interested in Sims and you want to be connected with me, you can find me there. Simmy Tart, put it right here for you. Or probably not, because I'm not going to edit this video, but I'll leave it in the description. It's Simmy Tart, SIMMYTART on YouTube. Link down below, like I already said a bajillion times. And yeah, I don't know. How have you been? What have you been doing? I haven't even watched a lot of booktube people. Like, I've been really just so busy that I haven't even have the time to like catch up on like my friends' videos. I've just been kind of watching like mindless stuff as I fall asleep, and that like don't have anything to do with like books or reading or anything. Like I really want to get back into it. I want to like ingrain myself back into YouTube. So that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna go through everything. I had all these plans. So I got Regal Unlimited because I really wanted to watch more movies in 2020. Like in the theater, like watch more new releases and stuff, but all the theaters are shut down because of the quarantine or whatever. Thankfully they're not going to charge me during this, but my app says there's not going to be another movie out until July. So I was going to do movie reviews of new movies, but that probably won't happen. So maybe I can take a peek on like Netflix and Hulu and do movie reviews of that. So just let me know if that's all stuff that you'd be interested in. My keto-ness, movies, eventually books, but like that might be a while. And then if you go over to my Sims channel, be sure to leave a comment and say that you're from the BookTube community and you're here to say hi.
Yay!
Yay! So yeah, I don't
don't
have a lot about that. Oh, also let me know if you want to see that whole like why I am done with call centers video. My hat's off to anybody who works in a call center for more than like 5 months, seriously. But with that being said, I'm gonna go now. I have to get ready for my new job, which I love a lot. And I hope I can talk to you soon. Bye.
Stars!
Whoa! Stars!
Many stars.
Many stars.